Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Today, I'm here with Juan. Juan, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Juan.
He said, he said, I'm here with Juan. Juan, tell me about yourself. My name's Juan.
All right, fuck it. Yo, Schwaz, all right. I'm also here with Schwaz today. Schwaz, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a Hispanic male in North America. I like to cook.
I respect that. Okay. All right. Topic of today is what do you think your life is headed like after high school? Like, what do you guys plan on doing?
Juan, you want to start?
Well, for me, I wanna go to college after high school, preferably like a decent school, and I want to study computer science and become a computer engineer or a software engineer, which they just learn to code and do shit like that with computers. And from there, I want to start my own business with coding and software and shit like that, and then just be balling, retire mad early.
Real shit. All right, Schwaz, how about you?
Well, I want to do something in construction. I want to, I want to build things. So I also want to do military service right after high school. So
Okay.
I want to go to the Army for construction and masonry specialist because I've done masonry work before and I've done carpentry work before, and both of them they're really interesting to me. So I figure I could go to the Army, get some money from there, get skill and experience, and then after that, it'd be a lot easier to get a job.
Okay.
What about you? Yeah.
To be honest, I never really knew what I wanted to do. Like my entire life, I've always been following like a path that my parents kind of put me on, and my parents. It's not even like my parents discouraged me from doing what I want. It's more like what they want me to do is more like realistic, and like if I want to do something else, they wouldn't stop me from doing it. But my mom always told me that I should get into a medical field because one, I'm always gonna have a job, and like two, it's a pretty well paying job too, and like it's I feel like that's like a common issue for a lot of people that people going to college or something and they don't know exactly what they want to do, and then like all of us we all kind of know kind of like what we want to do, right? Like if something goes wrong, I'm sure that we have like backup options and stuff. Like what do you guys think?
I don't really have a backup option. I've never thought about that actually.
Yeah, I mean,
You got that.
I never really thought about a backup option, but if it was anything, it'd probably be like selling Nick to high schoolers. Like imagine, bro, like them niggas make mad boost for no reason.
Selling Nick to high schoolers,
right, bro?
No, I've never thought of a backup plan because I put all my effort, all my thought about my future into just like the one thing that I want to do. Like I joined BOCES last year. Last year I joined BOCES, the carpentry program, so that way I could get into it and I get certifications from it, I get experience, and I get more connections that I would if I didn't do it. Doing the Army thing, with the construction and masonry specialist. Like everything that I've tried to do or that I've been doing in my life has been gearing towards getting me that job. So I've never thought about if I couldn't get it.
I do feel like everyone should have a backup plan. You know, it's not like for certain that your first option isn't gonna work, but oftentimes it's just that it's better to have like a backup option, like instead of like the first thing like not working where like you don't it doesn't go the way you wanted to go, and then you're just like fuck, like what am I gonna do, you know?
100%, I agree. I've just personally like you just said that, and I've honestly never had a backup plan. I've never thought of one before. I've always just kind of like I always thought like if I don't put 100% into it, I'm not getting what I want. I'm not gonna succeed in what I'm trying to do. So I've never thought like, oh, I might fail, so let me do this instead.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I think that's a good mindset, honestly. Like if you like I get having a backup plan, but it's also like if you have one thing that you like want to strive for or you want to accomplish, like you holy shit, I just lost my train of
This
thought.
is the worst pear I've ever fucking eaten.
This is so bad, bro. I literally lost my
Rick
train of thought.
Ross, Ross is Rick Ross. Are you
Oh no. But if no, I got it back. I got it back. But if you have one thing you want to like accomplish, like if you give your all, like you give 100% of everything, I feel like you'll be more uh you'll have a higher chance of like achieving that goal or that job or whatever you're striving for, you know. So I think it's good to like see it on both sides.
yeah, like
No, no. I think a backup plan is smart, and that's something I'm gonna have to look into. Because even if I put 100% into it, if I come out of the army with the with having done the construction masonry specialist, even if I have that, and they choose somebody other than me, some old ass guy that's been working construction or carpentry or masonry for however long, has the experience that they want and everything, and they think he's gonna work better, then they're not always gonna hire me. So I do think a backup option would be good, but I also want to do something that's like with my hands. I do not want to sit at a desk all my life. I do not want to work with papers all day. I want to actually make something. I want to build something from the ground up and see the progress that I've done or made.
real shit. No, I definitely respect that because I've never really thought about that exactly because I've always been like if this doesn't work out, I'll try something else. I'll try everything before I decide to like stick with one thing, you know, because if I find out that nursing isn't for me, I'll try going to finances. If I figure out that's not for me, I'll go into something else, you know, like I'll keep trying until I find something I like, and then I'm not gonna stick with one thing just because that's what my parents wanted me to be, you know, like
Wait, I'm sorry. You said nursing.
yeah.
My sister's going to college right now because she's trying to be a nurse. She's doing Nassau, taking the classes that she needs to get into nursing school or whatever it is.
Oh,
She's trying to do that.
I didn't even know Nassau had that actually.
They don't have a nursing program, I think, but there's certain classes I think you need to have for certain credits in order to get into school.
Okay.
So whatever she's doing with that.
What are some of your biggest goals for your life, and how do you plan on getting there? Or if you have, what would you do to get there?
Hmm. My pretty much only goal in life is to not be alone. Not even dating someone wise. Like I just want to always be able to have somebody I can talk to. I don't want to wake up in a house full of people who hate me, or even worse, a house not even full of people with nothing.
Yeah,
That's also one of my biggest fears. I don't want to be 40 and not have anybody to talk to.
that
I
is
don't. I
yeah,
feel like every time I see people like that, it kind of saddens me. It makes me think a lot.
yeah, like especially when I go to like restaurants and I see like those like old people like sitting by themselves.
Mhm.
This is depressing. Like,
Yeah, it's. I don't want to be like that. I want to always have somebody to talk to, and I what I try to do to accomplish that is I I, I don't want to blow smoke up my ass, but I would think that I'm a pretty good friend to the people that I'm friends with. I think I do a lot for them, and I try to do the most for them. So like I try to keep the people that are close to me close.
yeah,
I try to sure that they're happy all the time. I try to make sure that they're, or whatever they're doing in life, that they're gonna do it in the best way possible. But if people don't want to be there for you, then I'm not gonna force it. I'd rather be 40 and alone than 40 and have 100 friends who don't even fuck with me.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel like that's also another important thing. Like, especially now more than ever, I think it's very important to keep your like close friends around you and like just like treat them as nice as you can and try to keep them for the rest of your life because some friends in high school you're gonna have for the rest of your life and some friends you're just gonna like fall apart with, you know.
I see that.
Yeah,
That's good too.
definitely, bro. I feel like for me, because I already have that mindset and that like vision of like I'm gonna be rich and all this, and like I'm gonna be wealthy and whatever. But I feel like what like wealthy people, like celebrities and shit like that, like they a lot of times they like the people around them are just like completely fake.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I don't know, I feel
People
like
like
what
that.
you were saying about keeping your friends in high school, like let's say one of us did eventually like become all rich and shit. I feel like the people that you've had close and have kept for however long in high school, whatever, like those are the real people. Like those are the people that actually care about you and are with you for like who you are and not for your money. Because at the top, that's really how it is. Like people just use you for your money and clout and shit like that. I just think it's important to maintain good friendships and really understand the people around you.
Yeah, like I feel like becoming famous is second like
I'm there.
choice almost. I feel like because it comes with its benefits. You get like recognition, you get respect, you get like paparazzi, all that shit. But then like at the end of the day, like that really make you happy. You know? Like it's people like chasing you around all day, taking pictures of you, like not leaving you alone, and like, you don't know if your friends are actually friends of you for who you are, or because you're famous. You know, I would rather be rich than famous. Definitely, 100%.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'd rather be neither. I'd rather have a normal life with a normal living, normal income, normal people around me.
Why is that?
Because if I'm rich, like I don't care who you are, I don't care what you say, money changes you. Being
That's
able
a fact.
being able to do anything at your will because you can throw money at something, because all the things that you couldn't do before that you can now afford, like money changes you. I don't even me. I'll say like if I had $2 million, I'd be balling out. Like I don't. I'd rather just have a normal life, normal income and everything, have normal things. And like yeah, I'll do my best to save, and every now and then I'll splurge and just get a fucking. I'll get a nice car for myself, or I'll get a room redone in my house. But I don't know. Being rich isn't the most appealing thing to me. But like, don't get me wrong. If somebody just walked into this room with $2 million and gave it to me, like I'd take the $2 million with
Yeah, I think anybody would. Like,
no hesitation. But I'm not gonna strive to be a millionaire or a billionaire.
yeah,
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna do all that. I think all the work it takes to just changes you. All the dedication that you had to put to it, all the things that you had to throw away because you had to just be so money focused to get there. Because you had to just tell all your friends to leave you alone or fucking what's it called? Like my sister's friend is kind of like this a little bit. She's good with it. Like she loves her money and everything. She does the most that she could for her money, but like there's a lot of times where that that takes higher priority than your friends. So I would never want to have to choose between the two.
do you guys think money truly makes someone happy?
It depends on who you are.
Explain that.
Some people have morals and values, and some people don't. Some people are happy with the people that they surround themselves with. Some people are happy with the things that they surround themselves with.
I don't think money necessarily buys you like happiness, like genuine, real happiness. I think it just gives you the opportunity to provide to those people around you. I honestly I feel like life isn't about exactly making as much money as you can and then having extremely nice things. I think it's more like surrounding yourself with good people and then making enough money so you can make everyone else around you happy. And then that genuinely is what makes me happy. Like seeing that I can provide for my friends and like if my friend is like struggling with anything, I can help them. That's something that would actually make me happy instead of like owning like a Lamborghini, owning a yacht. Like it's like none of that stuff. All that stuff is materialistic, and like I've always said this. And like let's just say my house burns down, and then like I'm not hurt. I'll like I'm gonna be upset about it, but it's not like I'm gonna like cry over it day and night because most of the stuff I own is just something I can buy again. You know, my clothes, like shoes, all that shit. This is something you can buy again. You know, like I'd rather like I'd rather sacrifice those things than like my own life. You know, like
Yeah, I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
not.
I'm sure anyone would.
Um, I get what you mean though with saying like being able to provide for your friends and everything. I've had times where like I was a little low on my bruise or whatever, but I'd see a friend who or I'd have a friend that was worse than me or like not doing as well as me even though I wasn't doing well. And I've literally I've given my last $5 to people before just to see them have something that made their day a little better. Like I love Jimmy. But the amount of times I think in eighth grade that I bought this nigga hot cocoa at 7-Eleven.
Wait, who?
Jimmy, oh my God. It was,
Oh,
I don't even know. I'm pretty sure it was hot cocoa. And then, like, he wasn't OD about it. Like, he wasn't sitting there begging me, but like, he would always do the thing where it's like, no, 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 I don't want it. You don't have to get it. And like, I'm going to get Jimmy his hot cocoa. And I'm not saying Jimmy was down on his reach like that. I'm sure Jimmy's always been up on his shit. But just like to not be in a spending mood and like I'd still get it for him.
yeah.
yeah.
I feel like for me, the people I love, the people I care about, what makes me happiest the most. Like it's just a good feeling to feel like you help someone. You know, like feel like you did something right, and you know maybe one day you'll get that in return. It's not about getting it in return, but you know karma and all that shit. But
I'm not a karma believer like that. If I do a nice
uh,
thing,
I definitely believe in karma. Like
I definitely believe in karma.
I
Yeah,
do
for sure.
I like you. If I do a terrible thing to you, it's because I think you're a terrible person.
okay.
I don't believe that shit will come back to me. I think I live my life in the kindest way that I can, in the realest way that I can, and suck my dick. I do a lot of bad things. I do a lot of things that people wouldn't approve of, but I don't feel remorse for it. I don't feel like it's gonna come back to bite me. Because when I do something bad, it's usually well deserved to the person I did it to. And I do a lot of good things too, but I don't expect good things to happen to me back.
That's a pretty good way to think because as long as this honestly applies with a lot of things, and that is that like if you have no expectations and you don't expect anything in return if you do something nice to someone, or like you don't expect someone to treat you a certain way, you're always gonna be like content and like happy with like any outcome. You know, like it doesn't even need to be like good. It just like
If you're doing something good with the intent of getting something in return of it or something nice happening to you, you're not really doing a good thing.
yeah, no, I
You're doing it for
agree.
yourself. You're still doing it for a selfish reason. the only time you're doing a good thing is if you're genuinely just doing a good thing. Whereas I see a lady going into the store the other week, and it was, like, she was an old lady, like maybe 4'2". She's walking into the not 4'2", like 5'2" or something, like walking in old as shit.
4'2", actual midget.
Like she's walking in, and she fucking like she keeps dropping her. I don't even know what they're called. Like it's like a thing that rolls, and she puts her bags in it, like a trolley or some shit. And like she can't get it into the store. Like she's having difficulty. And
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. It's got like two wheels. You like pull it or
yeah,
something like that.
like
Yeah, yeah.
you go to the supermarket, and I was back in Queens, and we see them everywhere. But like she's struggling to get it up there, and like I see people walking by just not doing anything, looking at it for like a minute straight, just trying to pull a trolley up that little ramp, and like I felt bad, and I went, I picked it up, said God bless your soul, and I felt good.
Yeah,
And
like honestly, I feel like most of the time for me, it's like most of the time I'm doing something good because it's gonna make me feel good in return. You know, it's not like I'm expecting her to fucking give me like $10 for doing that. It's more like I feel like a good person for doing that. I feel like it's more about morals sometimes than like anything else.
yeah, I agree. I like doing things. I also like saying you like not you, but like doing things to say that you're a good person is also the same thing. I feel like a good person for doing it, and that's a normal thing. Like everybody's gonna feel like doing it, being a good person because they did something nice. But when people not only like there's the people that do it for to get something in return, and like, if you're doing something nice for you, like the status of saying you're a good person. Like if mm,
Honestly, the best example I have of that is like YouTubers film themselves like giving money or food to the homeless. Like if you really like wanted to do a good deed, you wouldn't record it. You know, like
yeah, you
it's like
just like that homeless person doesn't want to be on getting a handout of like $10,000 or a PS5 or some shit. Like they don't want that to be memorialized forever for them. That's
yeah.
it's just like every time I go to the city and I see a homeless person, I buy them pizza, drink or something, and I give it to them, let them rock. It's a nice thing to do. What's your take, Juan? How do you feel about this? Been a little quiet over there.
I just feel I already said how I feel. Like you have to like genuinely and like wholeheartedly mean the good shit you do for people. You know, like you gotta find it within yourself to feel good about what you did. You know, you can't be doing it for the wrong reasons, like you said, like for the status of being kind to people or other type of game or expecting it back or whatever. But yeah.
This is a kind of like a fucked up topic, but it's not really fucked up. But like it's just like it's like a little bit upsetting. But if you died today, what regrets would you have about your life?
About my what?
About your life?
Hmm. Not talking to enough people.
I feel that.
Yeah, it's facts. I agree with that.
I
Cause like
definitely feel that.
I don't show it a lot, but like I get pretty shy talking to people. And like not shy like when I'm timid and shit, like all the way in the back of the corner, but like I don't open up a lot to people. Like
Yeah,
I don't do the best that I could to talk to people.
I feel you. It's like I do like regret that too because there's so many instances where I could have made a new friend or just like start a conversation with someone and then I just didn't do it because I was just like, oh, like I don't feel like talking to them right now. And like, yeah, honestly, I do regret that sometimes because like I could have made so many more friends and so many. Okay. Um. No, but like actually, it's just like I really do regret not taking as many chances in life. That's not even just with people. It's more like if I had the chance to do something now, like I would. This is like, for example, I never really went out on like the weekdays for whatever reason to like hang out with people. I don't know why. I really do regret that because there's so many memories that everyone else made that I wasn't there for. Like even though I do go out on like the weekends, it's just like it's not the same. Like I could be hanging out with my friends like every single day. Like
I definitely regret, for me, like appreciating the small things in life, like you said, like starting a conversation with somebody, or talking more or whatever. Well, like not even that, just like small shit, like taking a picture with somebody,
oh yeah, definitely.
or like going to some place just because you feel like, or just small shit like that's like, I don't know, significant, and you just appreciate it a lot more. Like if I were to die today, like that's probably what I would regret most.
You said taking pictures. I hate taking pictures.
No, I honestly,
Bro, me too. Trust me. I used to hate taking pictures all the time, like with my family and shit. Like I used to, like,
Yo,
but
I'm just
it's
not
just
organic at all.
no pictures. You're gonna look at 10 years, 20 years, 50, however long, bro, and you're gonna remember shit. And it's gonna make you feel good.
I
And
look
get
at
nostalgic.
pictures that I took when I was 7, 10 years ago, bro. Oh my god, I was a freak with my smile. You look at all my you look at all my class pictures, bro, and like my shit's
no,
like,
it's not about looking good, bro. Honestly, it's really not about looking good. It's more looking back on it and then like
that's
yeah,
yeah. Like I'll take pictures for the memories. Like when we go
yeah.
out, we take a picture. I'll never say no, but like the only times I take pictures of myself is after a workout when I'm really feeling myself. But if it's pictures of me with my dog, that's other than that, like I got to be outside with, like I just want to remember the moment and I'll take a picture. But other than that, I hate being in photos. I used to never let anybody record me. My sister used to try and sneak photos, and she got a few of them. And all the photos you've seen of me before I lost that good bit of weight, fucking like those were the ones that my sister would take of me without me seeing.
But I'm very glad she took those thoughts. I'm very glad she took them.
What'd you say?
I'm very glad that she took those because I still have them on my phone. I look at them sometimes when I want to.
He looks at them at night.
Yeah, I look at them and I'm like,
I look at them all the time.
But
It's like,
see, look, you look at them. You look at them. Even though they were taking mad long ago, you still
yo,
look
I look at them because it's like damn, bro. I really hold on. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna pop up. But like, damn, nigga, like I really used to look like this.
Holy
yo,
shit.
yo, Schwaz, do you know who you actually look like? That one kid from that Vine, the like burnt chicken nugget kid. You actually look like him.
Never watched Vine in my life. I never downloaded that.
No way.
Mine was a shit.
Bro, my cousin, he came up to me one time, like when Vine was still around, and he pulled up a Vine, and it was two gay black dudes kissing, bro.
Yeah,
That shit traumatized
your cousin's a little sus.
me. He is low key. We don't tell him that.
No, you should probably tell him that.
He's from Florida too.
Oh
That's
my
probably
God,
why.
it's even
That's
worse.
fine.
It's
He's from Florida.
a man for you niggas. Yeah, bro. If you're in Florida, you're either a hick, an old person, a faggot, or a gangbanger.
Or Kodak Black.
Or
Kodak Black.
what would Kodak Black be under those categories? A gangbanger.
Gay.
I mean, if he swings that way.
I could see after that much time in prison, bro. I could see him being gay.
No. Who's your favorite artist right now?
Favorite artist?
Me?
Yeah.
Favorite artist right now, probably Stunna Gambino, but you guys probably don't know.
I thought you were gonna say Stunner for Vegas, and then I thought you meant Childish Gambino. So no, I've no fucking clue who that is.
Childish Stunna for Vegas. Gambino.
What about you, Kia?
Probably Future right now, to be honest. I've been
Future.
listening to Future a lot recently. How about you, schwaz?
Yeah.
What is that? My laptop?
Yeah. So
Hi guys.
Hi.
What's up, Isabel?
this is Juan.
Okay.
This is Kia.
Whose podcast?
Yes.
Oh, what's the topic?
Anything.
Really talking about anything, to be honest. We're like
No.
talking about like life. Like, yo, schwaz, who's your favorite artist?
Chapter.
Fuck, I forgot about that actually.
Wait, what'd you say?
Chef J.
Oh, Chef G.
How about you, Isabel? Who's your favorite artist?
I wasn't.
Who's your favorite artist?
First of all, I look completely black. So,
Not at all.
I don't know. I don't know who my favorite artist is.
Pick
A
one
Boogie.
person.
A Boogie. For black.
I can respect that. That's what's up.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you everybody for listening to our podcast. Honestly, like I don't care if you like or dislike the video. I don't care if you subscribe. It's just I'm just happy that people watch it. Holy shit!
No, you better like the video, drop a comment, drop a subscribe. Follow me on Venmo. Fucking PayPal me at mom. Fucking now.
All right. Before we go, do you guys have anything you want to tell like everybody that's watching? Like,
Don't do hard drugs unless you buy them from me.
Period.
Don't.
I was gonna say unless you're from a good drug dealer, but I guess this is the same.
I don't actually sell drugs, people.
one anything?
Live life, be happy, and don't be homeless at the end of the day. That's where it all goes down.
Don't be homeless. Yeah, how are people homeless? Like literally just buy a home. Like I don't understand.
That ass, bro. And even if you, bro, like you could even still like chill in a library or some shit. Like you could call that a home. You call anything a home. You call a box a home.
Yo, you're gonna get hit. And, like,
All right, I'm ending this shit.